to talk to a potential customer. Okay, so really excited. Let me just share this really quick in a couple different spots. If you're seeing this live, say hello. Make sure that you can hear me, see me okay. I'm going to share this in the chat, and this will be about 10 quick minutes. So if you're new, this is really going to help you. If you are if you've enrolled someone that is brand new, this is really going to help you, help them. So let me just share this. Give me just one moment. Okay, I can see it there. All right, guys, say hi in the chat. Let me know that you can see me, hear me okay. And I'm just going to share this into a couple spots. There we go. All right. Hello, guys. Yes, I can see everyone hopping on. Just going to do this in one more thing. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward like 2 minutes. Perfect. Okay. So guys, my goal here is to be able to help you understand how to have the conversation with a potential customer, okay? So, all right, can you guys see and hear me okay? Let me know in the chat. I'm just gonna wait till I can see someone say yes. Okay, I can see Kay on here. Hello, let me know that you guys can hear me okay. Okay, so we've enrolled a lot of new people in the last couple of days, so I wanted to have this quick training for you guys that will help you understand how to have that conversation with a potential customer. Okay, so basically, like when somebody's interested in the product and they're, you know, either commenting on your post or you're having a conversation, how to control the conversation to take somebody from being interested to the close or to the sale. Now, I feel like what happens a lot of the time, if you're new, you know, I know that when I started and somebody started asking me questions about the product or anything along those lines, I word vomited. And if you do not have the art of having the conversation down pat, you're probably going to realize that you're losing people within that. So this is going to help you understand the flow. Of course, we have boards and we have scripts to help you know how to talk to these people. But at the end of the day, I feel like the success that you're going to have is by knowing how to properly have the conversation yourself. Okay, so let's talk about customers. So you are going to basically initiate a conversation with someone one of two ways. Either somebody's going to comment on a product post that you have put up, or you are going to be reaching out to somebody asking them to try your product. Really, how I get customers is both, right? Like I'm either putting up a post or putting up a story or a reel or a TikTok where somebody is commenting on my post and then I'm reaching out to them, or I'm initiating the conversation saying something like, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I'm looking for someone to try our fat burning coffee. Like, can I send you the info? Those conversations are going to happen either they're coming to us or we're going to them. So I'm going to pretend like I'm walking through a flow of a conversation for somebody that has commented on one of my posts. And really the way that you're going to get customers, like the best way to do this is by doing both, right? I put out content and have people comment so I can reach out to them, but I'm also initiating conversations. Okay. So if, for example, I put up maybe a post about the coffee, or maybe I'm in my story making my coffee, the first tip I'm going to give you is I always have a call to action to tell somebody what to do to start the conversation with me if they're interested. So for example, you might see in my stories that I say, you know, if you're interested in info on the coffee, message me the word coffee or comment the word cleanse or whatever, right? I do this with like business. I do this with products. Comment, teach me if you want the info. Comment hair, skin, nails if you want info on my discount spot. Okay. So let's say somebody messages me the word coffee. The first thing I'm going to respond to them is something along these lines. I would say, hey, Krista, you know, thank you for the message. I'd love to give you info. Or like, you know, hey, thank you for, you know, commenting on my post about the cleanse. And then I basically start it with a question. So I'm like turning it back around. So I would say, you know, hey, Krista, thanks so much for the message. I'd love to, you know, give you some information on the coffee. How much are you looking to lose? How much weight are you looking to lose? You know, or maybe if it's about the cleanse, I would say, you know, hey, thanks so much for the comment on my post about the cleanse. Have you ever tried a gentle cleanse? Like, have you ever tried a 2-day cleanse? You know, if it's hair, skin, nails, maybe my opening conversation is, hey, thanks so much for the comment on my post. Are you looking to grow and thicken your hair? If so, like, what's your goal, right? Like, there's not really a one size fit all script. It's really just having a natural conversation. So anything weight loss, I'm typically saying, how much are you looking to lose? What's your weight loss goal? You know, maybe it's something along the lines of like, hey, I just saw you commented on my post about the greens. Can I send you some info, right? I'm basically addressing that they've wanted information and then asking them if it's okay or having a question to further into the conversation. Okay. Drop a 1 if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm saying that first. Now, the reason I don't just go into like, hey, I saw you commented on my post about the cleanse. Here's every single ingredient. Here's what it does. Here's how much it is. Here's a customer, blah, 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 is that that's not a natural conversation. When you are in this business, when you are looking to do sales or you're selling a product or you're giving a service, you want to have the conversation be very natural, right? So a natural conversation goes back and forth. A natural conversation is not you spouting out like stuff everywhere, okay? So I would say, hey, Krista, thanks so much for the comment on my post about the weight loss. How much are you looking to lose? Let's say Krista responds back and she goes, oh, I'm looking to lose 30 pounds. Or, oh, yes, I'm looking to grow and thicken my hair. Or, oh, yes, I'm looking to do a gentle cleanse to detox. After their response is where I go into the information about what we're talking about. So obviously this is going to differ depending on the product. So if it's weight loss, let's stick with weight loss. You know, this is where you kind of want to get familiar with the products, but, you know, typically anything over 20 pounds, I'm going to be offering a pack, right? So this is the space or the time. Macy, you need to get out, babe. Okay. Oh, this is the space or the time where you would qualify the customer. So for example, qualifying things that I'm looking for are A, what country are you in? So I can make sure that I'm offering a product or a pack that is, you know, suitable for that person in that country. If it's weight loss, you could be qualifying, is caffeine okay? You know, you could be qualifying, you know, again, how much they're looking to lose, right? If you're really like the biggest thing though, for me is if I know I'm offering a pack is, are you in the US or are you in Canada? And you can really simply get that usually just by looking at their page or by asking them, right? So let's say Krista says, you know, I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay. I go to Krista's page. I see that she's in, let's say Canada. And now here's where I'm going to offer or suggest the product pack. Now, here's the thing. We have 50 products, you guys. I've really talked about and focus on like 5 to 8 products on a continuous basis. Like I'm not selling everything to everyone. I have the products and the packs that I stay consistent with. That's what I post about. That's what I share. And so a lot of the time my conversations are kind of in the same flow, right? So in this situation, maybe I'm offering the slimming pack, which is the TFX and the gummies. So what I would do here is I would basically give her information on what the pack is that I'm recommending. Now, you're going to see these scripts in the boards, but my goal is to have you be able to conversate like even if there was no scripts that you could do it. Like I could sell a customer just by my voice messages to them because I am confident in what I'm talking about. So that's what I want you guys to do. So for the pack or for the product that I'm recommending, this is where I would give a brief overview of what it is. Okay. I'm not going into the pricing. I'm not, you know, answering questions that aren't asked. I'm literally telling her what the recommended product pack is or individual product. So if it was the slimming pack, I might say, okay, great. So based on your goal, I actually have a pack called the Slimming System. You know, it has 2 of our products that are amazing for weight loss. They work really well together. You know, the one is a thermogenic weight loss supplement. It helps you lose an average of 31 pounds over 90 days. The other is a slimming gummy. It helps you, you know, lose stubborn belly fat, shrink your waist. Like I'm just giving an explanation of what the pack or the product is. And I think the most important thing to take from this is you want to explain what it is going to do for them. So if I'm talking about weight loss, I'm explaining to them that our ThermoFight X is, you know, clinically proven to help you lose 31 pounds over 90 days. I'm telling them that the slimming gummies are our #1 selling product because they shrink your waist. I'm telling them that people experience quick weight loss results with literally inches coming off their waist. You know, I'm talking about what it's going to do for them. Like, let's say if I'm talking about the cleanse, I'm not just saying, oh, I have a cleanse that is basically $57. I'm saying, okay, it's a 2-day gentle cleanse. It's, you know, helps reset your insides. It helps de-bloat, detox. It helps, you know, jumpstart weight loss, right? Now, I know that some of you are new and you're like, how would I know this about the products? Really, first of all, you're going to know by just time, right? Like I've been doing this for 5.5 years. So I've just learned this over time. But the best piece of advice I can give you is go to your website, look at the products and look at the list of benefits of what it does. You want to sell more products, like you want to sign more customers, lead with the benefits. Tell somebody what something is going to do for them. So I tell people that the fat burning coffee is going to help you burn fat, lose weight, and it's going to help you curb your cravings. It's going to help you stay full. The collagen in it is going to give you, better hair and better skin. Like I lead with the benefits in this next part of me telling them the recommendation. Okay. So let's start again from the beginning. Let's do a cleanse example to keep it simple. Hey, Emma, I just saw you voted on my poll on my story talking about the cleanse. It's an amazing, gentle cleanse. It's very popular. Is it okay if I send you the info? End with a question. Yes, sure. Okay, great. So the 2-day cleanse is a gentle cleanse. It's 4 bottles that you drink over 2 days. You drink 1 before breakfast, 1 before dinner for 2 days. Basically, what this is going to help you do is help you reset your insides. It's going to help you de-bloat. It's going to help with weight loss. It's going to help clear out all that nasty stuff inside of us that is built up over time. Going again, literally, you could go to your website, look at the product. It's going to have all these benefits there. You could really just put that into a sentence or a paragraph. Explain what the benefits are, explain what it does. And at the end of explaining the recommended pack, I say, does that sound like something that would work for you? So again, I'm confirming that I can send them the info, ending with the question. Once they say yes, I'm giving them an overview of what the product is, the benefits, how it's going to make them feel, what it's doing for people. And then I'm ending with the question, does that sound like something that would work for you? Now, by ending with a question, okay, what this is going to do is allow for that natural conversation to happen. Okay. So when I end with a question, does that sound like something that would work for you? What is going to happen in this conversation now is like one of a few things. They're either going to ask a specific question that they need to know the answer to, which is going to be like, is it gluten-free? Can I have this if I am allergic to nuts? Can I eat on the cleanse? Can I drink wine? Like they're going to ask a specific question, whatever it is, whatever product you're talking about. Now, this is a space where if you don't know the answer, you're going to ask your sponsor. Don't be scared to say something like, hey, I'm not sure the answer to that. Let me get back to you. Don't be scared to ask in our team page. Don't be scared to Google It Works Product Coach. You can Google that. It Works Product Coach. Literally type in any keyword and it will give you the answer. So for example, is there gluten in this? You could literally type gluten and it will give you all the products that are gluten-free or whatever, right? Or 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, how much is it? People want to know how much it is. That's usually what they're asking next, right? So again, the conversation flow. Hey, thanks so much for the comment on my post. I saw that you commented on the cleanse. Can I send you the info? Yes. Okay, great. Here's the cleanse. Here's the info. Here's the benefits. Here's what it's going to do for you. Does that sound like something you can use? They're either going to say yes. They're going to say, here's my question, or they're going to say, how much is it? Now, when they ask how much it is, okay, this is where we explain our customer program. So again, you need to know, is this person in the US or Canada or a different country? If you don't know, maybe this is someone you're talking to on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook and it's not on their Facebook. This is where I would ask, okay, great. Are you in the US or Canada? Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find out like where you are so I can recommend the actual pricing to you. But now here's where I would explain the pricing. So for example, let's say we're talking about the cleanse. I don't know the cleanse off the top of my head because we just changed the pricing, but this is where I'm either telling them the retail price or the loyal customer 25% off. I would say, okay, great. Normally, the cleanse retails for this, or you can get it at my discount. It's on like we have it in the boards. It's on a flex ship. It's going to be $67. This gives you access to our entire store for the discount for the year. You get 25% off all products. Like, would you like me to help you get your order in? Right? All the wording and the pricing is in our boards, right? So like the pricing is usually pretty generic. So for example, let me read you an example of our cleanse. Okay. So the cleanse price that we have in the boards, let me bring it up here because we literally just changed it. So I've got myself all confused. Okay. The cleanse is only 64 Canadian with my VIP pricing. As a VIP, you'll get a flex ship. You can edit and cancel any times. And there's a one-time fee of $25 to be a VIP. And that comes with a free gift. Would you like to get your order going? Does that work for you? Does that sound like you want to get started? Right? So giving them the price, letting them know that they can edit or order their, cancel their order anytime. And then again, ending with the question is allowing that conversation to flow naturally. Okay. Now, here's where people go wrong. They're like, oh my gosh, they didn't answer me, or they said no, or they said not right now, and it's a loss, or it's a fail, or whatever. Guys, this is where you have to now take it from the objection to the close. Okay. So like, for example, if somebody doesn't answer me after they see the pricing, I'm not like crying that I didn't sign a customer. I am not scared to follow up with people. If someone tells me they want to lose weight, make money, grow their hair, clear their skin up, whatever it is, people want to do it until they do it. And so don't be scared to follow up. Maybe they opened it and put their phone down. Maybe it's not the right time for them, but I would send maybe later that day or the next day a message that says, hey, I'm just checking in. Did you get my last message? Right? Maybe they say, you know, yes, I would love to, but I don't have the money right now. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you did not enroll the first time somebody talked to you. I know that I didn't, right? And so don't waste that lead. That lead is still somebody that wants what you have, but it is your job as a business owner to say, no worries, when is a better time for you? And I will follow up and put you in my calendar and reserve you a spot. Right now you have a date, follow up with them, put them in your calendar. Think of your job as like you're generating leads, right? Like I am always just looking for people who want what I have, whether it's the product or the business. And if they're not ready to order right now, which by the way, 80% of people are not going to order like right away. 80% of sales are closed after the 12th contact. My goal is to get people interested in what I have and then have a system where I can follow up with them and reach out to them to close the sale. Right? So I would say, no worries. When is a better day to follow up? Next Friday? Okay, great. I'm going to put you in my calendar. Now, these people are not, it's not up to them to come to you. Do not run your business assuming that every lead that you talk to is going to just follow up with you. Okay. I believe there's 2 ways to follow up. Number 1, actually following up. So putting them in my calendar, you know, hey, it's Friday rolls around. Hey, Sarah, I know we spoke about you wanting to try the cleanse. I'm just getting orders in now. Can I help you get started? Right? Following up that way. Another way of following up is actually being consistent with your business, right? Actually continuing to post, right? People might not be interested right now or have the money right now, but I will tell you, when they see your post come across their timeline, they see you talking about that cleanse in your story again, you know, that you're making your coffee in the morning again, you're still talking about this business a month later. That is also a form of follow-up. So I think about me working my business as putting content out, you know, talking to people and having conversations, generating interest, having the flow of the conversation where I'm talking to people and, qualifying them and recommending a product or recommending the business or whatever it is. And then once they're interested, making sure that I am filing them somewhere where I can follow up with them. Okay. Now, you know, I'm a forgetful person, ADD brain. Okay, here, listen, I get it. I literally am like the poster child for ADD, but here's the deal. When you realize that like you're planting seeds and then just walking away from them, it's like when you realize that you might actually be wasting your own time and money, like you kind of have to get to the point where you're like, I'm not going to let people fall through the cracks. Not even just because like for the business sense, but also like be smart about your business, right? So like if I talk to someone and they tell me they're interested, I make sure I follow up with them, right? Like put them in your calendar, find a way that works for you. Maybe it's a calendar that you have in your phone. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's in the note section in your phone. Here's what I know. If somebody wants something and they say they want to lose weight, make money, grow their hair out, clear their skin, whatever it is, like people want to do it until they do it. If you are willing to plant the seed with them, but then walk away from it, they will join with someone else. They will buy from someone else. And so it's up to you to capture that lead and then be consistent in your follow-up and being who you are on social media and being relevant in the sense of you're opening, like you're there, I'm in front of people, like I'm not giving people the opportunity to miss me. Like I'm always consistent in what I do. That way my leads, my potentials, my follow-ups, like they're seeing me every single day. They're not forgetting about me. Now, here's the other thing. You are going to have objections when it comes to the product or the business. Okay. You have to learn how to walk people through objections. Now, maybe you're talking to somebody about the coffee, right? And they say, oh, it's too expensive. It's too expensive the coffee's too expensive. Okay. Some people are like, oh, they just said it's too expensive. So I guess that's a no. You guys, you have to be willing to like overcome these objections with people, not in a pushy way, but literally just in a way of like you're in sales, like this is sales, right? So for example, if somebody was to say to me, you know, Jackie, I watched the video and the Make Money from Home page. I am interested in the business, but I don't have the money to get started. It's $195 is too expensive. This is how I would respond. I would say, no worries. I totally understand. You know, and again, I'm voice messaging. There's not a script for this, right? I'm voice messaging. I totally understand. You know, I was in the same position when I started. I was working 60 hours a week, 6 days a week. I did not have the money to get started either. That's why I realized like I needed something like this. I didn't have the money to get started. People don't join this thing because they have a bunch of time money. That's why they join. Like I'm overcoming objections as I'm talking to people, right? I don't have the money to get started on the cleanse. You know, maybe that's where you're pivoting and you're pitching the business, or maybe that's you're just understanding that like that's not a good time for them to purchase the cleanse, but they're still interested in what you have. Like I buy things all the time where I don't buy them the first time that I see them or, you know, see something, right? Like people may need, like people spend money what they see value in, right? And so I will tell you right now that when I started this business and I saw the girl that enrolled me post hair, skin, and nails pictures and posting about hair, skin, and nails, I didn't have the money to buy hair, skin, and nails. But when I kept seeing over and over and over again the before pictures that she would share of the brittle short hair girls that would have hair up to here and it would break off when they would brush it. And she was talking about that in her post and showing the after pictures of people using these supplements and how the hair was long and strong and thicker. Like I all of a sudden had the value of wanting to spend my money on that because I needed that. You know what I mean? Like I was like, my hair is brittle and short and I need it to be like that. And that's when I decided to, okay, now that's something that I would invest in. That's something that I want to buy, right? So it's not like if people have money or not, it's do people see the value of spending their money with you? And the value is going to come from, you know, are you about your business? Are you showing them that you're there? Like, are you displaying, like, are you solving a problem for somebody? You know what I mean? Like, is you talking about your weight loss supplement potentially giving somebody a solution to their problem? Is you talking about the business and why you love this and where you're going and the vision and that this is going to allow you to stay home with your kids, whatever it is for you, solving a problem for someone, right? Now, again, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if you want to build a business on social media, you have to have people know, like, and trust you. And you will never have people know, like, and trust you if you're robotic in your conversations, if you're not showing yourself on social media, if you're not posting about your business, if you're not showing up in the way that you would, like, who would you do business with, right? Like, I want to do business with people where I know they're a real person. They're taking the time to talk to me. Like, you will learn the skills of the conversation as you have more of them. And so I just want you guys to know that this is how my flow goes, right? Like this is my flow. I reach out, I explain the benefits. I have energy behind it. Like, don't just be copying and pasting messages all day. Yeah, the scripts are really good for you to learn the conversation and learn the flow. But at the end of the day, like, you want to be able to have your own, you know, you're a real person, right? Like, you're like, don't just rely on the scripts that we have energy behind what you do, have passion behind what you do. Like, when I talk to people about the coffee, I can tell people, listen, I lost 45 pounds drinking this. It's simple. It tastes delicious. It's on the go. I drink it iced. I love it. Here's me making it in the morning. This is what it did for me. Here's my before and after picture. People want to buy it because of my energy, because of how I'm talking about it, because I'm telling people what it's going to do for them, what it's done for me, what it's done for other people, and they want to buy it. Right? I sell a lot of celery because every single morning I talk about, yeah, I drink the celery every morning. It gives me the benefits of drinking celery without having to juice celery. Here's a problem. Here's a solution to the problem of you wanting to have a healthier gut, but you don't want to spend $500 on celery. Here's me drinking it. Here it's me really in the video. I'm not just putting copy and paste messages. Like, I am so consistent with this. And then again, because I put that content out, it gives people the opportunity to comment on it. When they comment on it, I'm reaching out as a real person. Now, of course, you can type it. You don't always have to voice message, but I want you to ask yourself, is that flow of the conversation happening? And again, if I had to like give you a flow chart of the flow, it's like, reach out, ask a question. Can I send you the info? How much are you looking to lose? Or have you ever, heard of network marketing, whatever it is? No. Okay. Here's the meat and potatoes. Here's the benefits, what it does, how it's going to make you feel, what it's done for other people. Here's what you're going to find when you use it. Okay. Here's the pricing. Here's what, here's the pricing. Here's what it costs. Can I get your order in? And then from there, either yes. Okay, great. I'm processing orders right now. Can I help you get yours in? I can either process it for you or walk you through the website. Okay, they didn't answer. Tomorrow I'm going to message you and say, hey, did you get my last message? Okay, you leave me on red, I'm not going to cry about it, right? Like it's very much the same flow every single time. But I think the biggest part that you need to know about this is you need to have a system for yourself that is going to allow you to follow up with the people that you've talked to. Because if you don't have that for yourself, all you're doing is planting a seed, walking away, planting the seed, walking away. You have to be willing to plant the seed, harvest the seed, love on the seed, grow the seed, like you literally would with the seed, right? Like a seed to grow a tree, like you have to plant the seed, water it, give it light, give it love, give it all the things for it to grow, right? That's what you're going to do in these conversations. Now, the last tip I'm going to give you before I have to go, we're going to go to the pool, is when you are having a conversation with someone, don't necessarily just think like, oh, I'm trying to sell this person. People don't want to be sold to. People don't want to be like sold to and like trying to like, if you feeling like you're trying to wrap, or what's the word I'm looking for? You're trying to like swindle someone to buy something, or you got to suck them in, you're doing it wrong. Like you are here building your business to like serve people, right? Like you are serving people. There are people that I wouldn't recommend. Like there's someone that might be like, oh, I really want to lose weight and buy the wraps. Okay, that's not going to be what you need, right? Like be willing to have energy behind what you're doing, have passion behind what you're doing, have confidence with what you're doing, and also, make sure like just think about how would you want to feel. It's like, when you walk into a car dealership and then the person's just trying to sell you any car, just sell you a car. I walk out of those car dealerships, right? You need to be willing to be a real person and conversate and like make sure you're offering them a solution to their problem, right? They're not a customer to fill a box for you. Like this is a person that has, a goal, or whether it's for products or the business, like make sure you're that person that's going to serve them, right? And again, your confidence in this, if you're new and you're like, I'm not confident in this, the confidence is going to come from A, you doing it, but B, taking the time to learn it, right? Like I learned about these products because I went on the website and read about them and I tried them and I used them and I got great results and I saw other people's results. And even when I hadn't tried something yet, when I started, I was like, look at my friend's results. Like, look at how like the difference, like I was just excited about what I was doing. And I think that's important. So anyways, I hope this training's helped. Drop a yes in the chat if it has. And I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.